When I was 20 years old, I first got made redundant. And I was an apprentice at this particular company, and I made £400 a month. And I was the very first person to get told in person that I was being made redundant by the CEO, who was on about 80 grand a year. Now, what that taught me very early on is that companies don't actually give an F about you or me. And you may be watching this thinking, well, I know you feel, I've been made redundant before. And, you know, after that particular instance, I've been made redundant 3 to 4 times after that. I can't remember the exact number. And in a number of these companies, I have worked, you know, extremely hard, giving my heart and soul for some of these. And you kind of come to the conclusion that they actually not really bothered. You know, you're just a replaceable number, right? The unfortunate thing is, not just in the UK where I'm from, but everywhere I find, is that no matter how hard you work, how many hours you do, you're kind of stuck in the rat race, the matrix, whatever you want to call it, right? And the unfortunate thing is, in today, is that even if you climb that corporate ladder and you get to 70, 80, whatever K a year, all that does is reduces your time and energy on the other hand. You know, so you're working longer hours because you've got more responsibility. You are earning more money, but it's chipping away at you up here and physically as well. You know, depending on what your job is. You know, I give the example of someone who works in corporate. I know a few people who work 50, 60 hours, and their day is depressing. It's literally meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. They have, you know, when they're in with the family in the evening, they're on the laptop, finishing off an email for work, working till 12 o'clock at night. That ain't the life I want to live. And I've got another friend that works in a physical job. And this guy works 60 to 70 hours. I don't know how many you could calculate it. Works every single day, Monday to Sunday. Wakes up, works, goes to bed. Every single day. This guy makes a lot of money. But he has no time to spend it because he just got into that thing of, well, I work every day. And you think that both examples of them is of people who will work till they die. Or if not till they die, till one, the guy in the corporate job can retire. You know, if you put in my date of birth on the UK government website, it says I'm going to get my pension, state pension, age, you know, whatever it is, 69. And a private one at 55. Which probably isn't enough in terms of what I've put in the pension, because I think they are a scam, if I'm honest with you. You know, to live on. Right? And that is the same thing for everyone. Or you've got the guy who works the physical job who probably just work till he can't anymore. What I learned though from getting made redundant over the years, especially when I was 20 years old, is considering nobody actually cares about you in a job, no matter if you're an apprentice or you're the guy that slaves away in the rat race, is that you need some kind of other income, or you need some kind of online income, which is, in my opinion, the best way to go, right? You know, I talk about crypto on the channel, talk about DeFi, obviously run a YouTube channel. That's how I gain income through a number of different streams, whether it's crypto, YouTube, affiliate links, you know, the guys we teach in the 10K fast track. There's a number of different ones, sponsored videos, on and on and on and on it goes. I do some trading as well. You need something. You 100% need something. If you are solely relying now in 2026 as one form of income, which is a job, you're screwed. You literally are screwed. The price at the supermarket for anything now is insane, right? Insane. And the price for anything, you know, you go out for a meal. I got a takeaway the other night, and this was an Indian, which is cheap anyway. For me, my girlfriend, my son, 34 quid. How does that happen? That was a meal a few years ago, right? And you go out for a meal, even if you think it's somewhere cheap, you know, Italian, pasta, pizza, you know, a drink, sure, a dessert, it ends up being like 70 quid. You know, it is expensive, and I just personally can't see anyone that relies solely on this one income stream, right? Because if you just solely rely on that one income stream, like the title of the video says, you're going to waste the best years of your life just grinding away, either one, physically, in the physical job that I mentioned, which is just going to destroy your body, unfortunately for my friend, or two, the corporate one, it's going to destroy up here. You're going to be exhausted, mental health issues because you're just working, meeting, got to do this presentation, whatever. It's horrendous for the majority of people that are in one of these scenarios. And I would say that is 90% of people. 90% of people. You know, it gets hard to, especially if you've got kids as well. We've got additional income. Nursery is ridiculous per month to live on. So if you are young, or even if it's anyone watching this where you're in a corporate job, you're thinking, where's my money gone? Every time I was in work, in a particular job where I was working really hard, you ask anyone about money and every single person is skint, right? Every person, don't matter what job they are, manager, director, you know, you have these conversations with them. And funnily enough, no matter what level they work at, whether it's the new guy straight out of uni, you know, the apprentice, or, you know, a high up director on 60, 70, 80k, whatever, they're all skint. Because everyone lives within the means, they're all skint. And 90% of them are going to work till a ridiculous age, and then what? Retire at 68, and then you're going to have, by that time, a lot less energy, a lot less time to actually do anything, right? There's nobody, absolutely nobody, that will look back on their life if they get to 70, 80, past that, and look back and think, you know what, I wish I worked harder. I wish I went in more meetings. I wish that I worked more hours, worked more days, and just gave more time to my company. Absolutely zero people will want to think like that, you know. And the idea is work hard, work smart, not hard. Gain some form of online income, and that is why I share the stuff on the channel, why I do the YouTube channel, why I try to promote people to look at as many streams of income as possible. You may be watching this video and never seen the channel before and have no interest in crypto. That's all right. But if this video makes you think, well, that's a good idea, and it inspires you to try some other form of income, it may not be crypto, maybe anything, eBay, whatever, good, because you need it in 2026. You need it. And in 2026, it is easier than ever to try and make money online, whatever your expertise is or you want to learn with AI, you know. That's what the main thing that my mates ask me. Matt, I don't want to start a YouTube channel. Matt, I've no money to put in crypto. What can I do? Well, ask AI. What are your skills? What do you know? What are your interests? Try it. You know, just try something. Because that's the problem. People don't start. They just make excuses. And then 5-10 years down the line, they think, you know what, I wish I actually started something. I wish I actually went into some form of income. But that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. One last thing. If you are thinking of doing this, if you're thinking of starting some form of online income and you don't know where to start, read a book. And the book that I've promoted on this channel forever, this guy owes me some money, by the way, because I own nothing from promoting this book. M.J. DeMarco's book, The Millionaire Fast Lane. I read this on a sun lounger in Greece, inspired me to start the YouTube channel. Read it, thank me later. If you like my content, like, subscribe, see you very soon.